Ojai. Matanzas, the city on the northern coast of Cuba, the administrative center of the province of the same name. Matanzas is nicknamed the City of Bridges. Then there are 17. The Cuban Venice and the Cuban Athens. It is located in 90 km to the east from Havana and 32 km to the west from the large resort of Varadero. San Carlos and San Severino de Matanzas. Pointing to patron saints of the city, Carlo Borromeo and Severin, and the Bay Matanzas is founded in 1693 under the name. Literally, murders. According to one of versions, it arose because of frequent attacks of natives on the floating vessels. According to other version, there was a slaughter supplying with meat crews of the ships. Matanza, slaughter, slaughter. Historically, the city was one of the largest centers of sugar industry on the island and had a considerable black population by 1841, making 62.7% of inhabitants. In Matanzas, the Afro-Cuban cultural traditions best remained. The cultural value of Matanzas is connected with its rich peculiar architecture, especially canals and bridges, and a role in the history of the Cuban literature, with the basis in the City of Printing House, 1813. Matanzas drew to itself attention of poets and playwrights. In the city, cultural life began to boil. In Matanzas, the Cuban national poet José María Heredia, a great number of other writers created. In the city, several theaters were founded. In 1860, in the city, the Estevan Theater, later renamed into Teatro Soto, was created. In the same 1860, the semi-official name of the city was approved by the Cuban Athens. During the Spanish-American War in 1898, it was fired by the American fleet and it is occupied by troops of the USA. In 1909, the population was 45,000 people. In the late 20s, there was a popular musical La Sonora Matinchera ensemble, later moved to Havana. Construction in the 1930th years of Central Highway contributed to development of the city. In the early 50s, the population made 54.8 thousand people. Since 1960, the weekly newspaper Girin is issued. On March 23, 1963, the Cuban troops destroyed the group of saboteurs, 55 fighters, which made an attempt to land in port of the city of Matanzas. In 1970, the population made 4,000 people. The city was the industrial center. The enterprises of the chemical, food and flavoring, textile, tanning and shoe industry and production of building materials worked here. Shopping center of the agricultural area and also the tourist center. In 1972, the University of Camilo Cienfuegos was opened here. In 1987, the population made 107,000 people. The basis of the economy were the chemical, food, textile, tanning and shoe industry and also tourism. In 1987, with assistance of the USSR in the port of Matanzas, deep water moorings were built. Economy. Thermal power plant of Antonio Guterres, engineering plant, Comandante Horacio Rodriguez, plant on production of fertilizers, enterprises of the food industry. Transport. Large seaport, station and depot of the Cuban Railroad. In 2017, the movement of electric trains was stopped. In the city there is a long-distance bus station, with the message with Havana and Varadero, and also the city bus network works. The tram network is closed in 1954 and partially dismantled. Tourism. The city is the educational cultural center, the archaeological museum and several other museums work here. Near the city there is a karst cave which is often visited by tourists. Beliamer. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.